Small Business Talk is a podcast for business owners and entrepreneurs who want a better way to run their businesses without spending years doing it the hard way. Small Business Talk is hosted by Cathy Smith, who has run the same marketing agency for more than 17 years and helped hundreds of business owners achieve their marketing goals.
Welcome to Small Business Talk, episode 192. Don't worry about being original, just be authentic, Elizabeth Gilbert said, and the quote from Big Magic. I'm currently listening to that on Audible, and it's got lots of magic in it and lots of dreams. Liz went on to say that if you are authentic enough, people will think that the work is original. In a world where we're constantly striving for innovation and novelty, it's easy to feel the pressure to come up with something entirely new and groundbreaking all the time. But let's step back and consider the power of authenticity. Being authentic is about being true to yourself, embracing your own unique experiences, values, and perspectives. Doing it your way. Is it right? Is it wrong? Does it matter? But if you've been authentic to you and you're doing it your way, it's got to be right for you. It's expressing who you are and not trying to imitate others or to be someone that you're not. Why try to imitate someone? Everybody else is already taken. You're only going to make a bad copy. Instead of focusing on being original, let's just focus on being authentic and being authentically you. There is no such thing as new ideas. It is impossible. We simply take a lot of the old ideas, put them into some sort of mental kaleidoscope. That's what Mark Twain said. I've heard another expression about how we have old wine in new bottles. The new bottles are the way we present it and what we do with that old information. And sometimes it may be 2 or 3 wines mixed together to create the beautiful blend, the most important blend, your blend. Authenticity is a powerful asset. It brings possibilities. When you are being true to yourself, you don't have to remember who you are. You don't have to remember how you showed up last time. It frees up a lot of brain space. You can build trust and establish meaningful connections with others because you show up the same way every time. People are drawn to you because of your authenticity, because it fosters genuine relationships, encourages collaboration, and inspires others to do the same. Embracing your authenticity also allows for personal growth and self-discovery. By embracing who you truly are, you can unlock your full potential, tap into your unique strengths, and when you're being authentic, you are not bound by the limitations of conformity. You can chart your own path with confidence. Sometimes it's a little scary, but one step at a time. That's how you go. Remember that the world needs your authentic voice and contribution. Don't worry about being original. Just be yourself and embrace it. So how can you be authentic? Well, start by looking at your values. What's really important to you? If you haven't done a values exercise, there's lots on the internet. Check it out, see what you can find. But basically, you just need to get a whole stack of different words, value words, and then see what jumps out to you. Is it things like integrity, authenticity? Maybe it's relationships, connections. There's so many that you can choose from. So think about your values and what's really important to you. And then embrace your story. How did you get here? What have you done? What is important? What can you use to leverage to go forward? Which parts of your story can you condense, make more interesting? Well, maybe that's not the right way to put it, but you don't need all the fluff. You don't need to tell somebody that you went down to the letterbox and you got the mail, and while you were there you talked to the postman, and on and on and on. You just need to tell them the facts about what it is that's important to them. So what is your story, and how can you put your experiences, your challenges, your success, and the things that shaped you today. So we hear a lot about people who go rags to riches. Well, we don't always have to be rags to riches. Many of us have never done that. And is that through good management? Quite often it can be. So think about what is important to you and what you can use as your story. Maybe it's your 20 years in marketing, like myself. Maybe it's something else. Maybe you don't have a long career history in what you're doing, but what made you choose it? What was the catalyst? Think about those kind of things. Emphasize your uniqueness. What is different about you? What is it different about the way you do things? What can be just that little bit quirky, or is it something that everybody else does but nobody's saying? Sometimes the best secret is the one that's the industry secret, because only the industry knows. Your customers and your potential customers don't. So is that something that you can use to leverage to really make it authentic? No, it's not original, but if nobody else is saying it and it's an important thing, that might be actually your difference. And being genuine, building connections, building trust. The easiest way to build trust is to actually listen. So we all say, "Hi, how are you?" Do we actually want an answer? Are we asking a question? How are you? Or are we running it together just as a greeting? When we say, "How are you?" most people will just say fine, if they say anything at all. But what if you ask a more impactful question? And what if you actually listen to the answer? Not just wait for your turn to speak or to jump in before they've even finished because you weren't expecting an answer, to tell them your stuff. So actively listening can build real connection, and that can help to start that authentic relationship, foster the trust, and create those meaningful collaborations. So remember to speak in your authentic voice. You are enough. You can do this. And it's a great opportunity for you to step into it. Now, if you're a coach and you would like more on these kind of things, I've actually got a program running at the moment. It is called the Coach's Marketing Roadmap. Now, as coaches, a lot of people are taught to coach, but they're not taught about the business of coaching. So this is what we go through in a 10-week program. So it is the Coach's Marketing Roadmap. Jump over to cathysmith.com.au. You'll get all the information. And if you're listening to this later than it was recorded, we're probably on our next intake or one after that. So if you're not able to register, there'll be a wait list. So jump in and see if you can get on now, because we are about to start our next cohort, and I'd love to see you turning your passion for coaching into a coaching practice, into a business. Now, next week's episode, we have a fabulous guest who talks about how to motivate your staff so that they want to start and stay with you. Now, if you don't have staff, it's still a great episode to listen to, because it might be something you can use on yourself. How can you motivate yourself to stay in your business and thrive so that you can help your clients to the best of your ability? Until next week, SBT audience, remember to enjoy your journey. Don't forget to subscribe to Small Business Talk podcast and head on over to smallbusinestalk.com.au/downloads for all the show notes and links to this episode. Remember, to be great, you must start. Pick one tip from today's episode, take action and implement it. Let's meet again next week at the same time and place. Until then, take action. And SBT community, enjoy your journey.